weather briefing for the week beginning August 17th, 2023. My name is Ansley Long, and I'm a meteorologist at the National Weather Service, and we'll get started with this week's highlights. Taking a look ahead, the large-scale high pressure will ultimately bring drier weather throughout much of the week as that high pressure drifts further eastward. However, a tropical wave moving over the Florida Peninsula over the weekend may bring isolated to scattered thunderstorms to portions of the area. Triple-digit heat index values do return on Sunday and will persist through the week. However, current forecasts do not have those heat index values meeting any heat advisory criteria. While the forecast is mostly dry, we could see the return of diurnal showers and thunderstorms by midweek. It's been a really busy start to August, so I just wanted to take a moment to highlight how busy it's actually been. So this is the severe thunderstorm warning count by the weather forecast offices throughout the National Weather Service since August 1st. And as you can see, the National Weather Service here in Atlanta has issued 155 severe thunderstorm warnings, which leads the country at this time. We have also logged over 500 local storm reports since August 1st. So I just wanted to say thank you all for your reports that you've been sending us. This obviously helps tremendously with our verification process. And so just thank you. But I do have good news for everyone, and that is we should be stepping into a quieter weather period, which will be giving us a break from our severe weather that we've had throughout much of this month so far. So taking a look at our current conditions, there's a weak stationary front that is draped across southeastern Georgia. This could serve as the focal point for some isolated showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening across southeastern Georgia. However, otherwise, high pressure will be building at the surface and dry conditions are expected for today. Here's a look at our satellite imagery across the southeast. Again, we've got some enhanced cloud coverage that's really focused around that stationary boundary across southeastern Georgia and the Carolinas. This could serve again as the focus for some isolated showers and thunderstorms today, but otherwise we are expecting a mostly quiet and beautiful sunny day across the forecast area. Taking a look at our severe weather outlook for today, we are slated to have a general thunderstorm risk for southeastern Georgia for this afternoon and evening, where the primary hazards will be gusty winds, frequent lightning, and locally heavy rainfall. Our maximum temperatures for today will be in the upper 80s along and north of I-85, where areas along and south will see high temperatures in the low 90s to mid-90s. Again, today's chance of precipitation will be mostly relegated to portions of southeastern Georgia. Tomorrow's forecast, that boundary will still linger across portions of southern Georgia. However, we do have high pressure building in at the surface, and we have an approaching cold front coming in from Tennessee, where that will ultimately move through on Saturday and bring us an even drier air mass. Dry conditions will persist through Saturday. However, a weak tropical wave will be moving through the Florida Peninsula and could bring isolated to scattered storms to central Georgia on Sunday. Again, taking a look at our weekend rain chances, it's going to be mostly dry. However, our chance for precipitation increases on Sunday, where we'll see isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms across portions of central Georgia. Next week, we do anticipate that it will be generally quiet. So we do have high pressure building in. However, we could see the return of a few diurnally driven showers and thunderstorms through the midweek, but we'll be keeping you posted on those forecasts. All eyes turn to the tropics as there are two areas that have a 40% chance of development in the central and eastern Atlantic over the next 7 days. However, these are not expected to bring any impacts to the mainland at this time. The other area of interest is in the western Gulf of Mexico, where there's a 30% chance of cyclone formation in this area. And the NHC will be closely monitoring this for the next 7 days for any impacts to coastlines. So we'll be keeping an eye on how that forms over the coming week. Taking a look at our regional temperature forecast, we'll see a gradual warming trend through the week where temperatures will start off in the upper 80s to low 90s and will gradually warm to the upper 90s area-wide. Our heat index forecast over the next week, we'll begin to see some triple-digit heat index values returning on Sunday and lasting through the remainder of the forecast period. However, right now we are not anticipating any heat index values approaching heat advisory criteria. However, they will be quite warm, so make sure to stay hydrated and take any necessary precautions to reduce your chance of developing any heat-related illness. Taking a look at our current drought monitor, we have abnormally dry conditions across portions of north and central Georgia. And we'll have to closely monitor our drought conditions this week as our our precipitation forecast over the next 7 days is going to be quite dry. So we can see here that we have little to no rain in the current forecast for much of the area, where most of the rain that's anticipated to fall will be across portions of southeastern Georgia and in the North Georgia mountains. So we'll be keeping an eye on that and see how those drought conditions evolve. Looking further ahead for our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, we are expecting to see above normal temperatures in the next 6 to 10 days, and our precipitation outlook over the same time period is expected to be below normal. So again, we'll be monitoring how drought conditions evolve with our below normal temperature outlook. So this wraps up the weekly weather briefing. Thank you for joining. If you need to reach us, you can contact us on any of our social media channels, as well as NWS Chat in Slack, or by phone, or of course by email. Thank you again, and have a great week.